everybody! Let's talk about pizzerias because you know with me, if you know me well, that I use food analogies all the time and I have no idea why. I guess it's just the most relatable thing. In my town, pizza is popular, and you may be thinking that pizza is popular everywhere. And yes, it is. People eat pizza all over the United States. However, in my town alone, on one street, there are at least 6 different pizzerias. I sat down and took the time to try to count them out in my head from what I could remember. But there are at least 6. No major chains. They're mostly family owned, and if they have another restaurant, it's in the area. No kind of Domino's, Pizza Hut, none of that. And they've been in business for years, and they still are, and to my knowledge, they're doing just fine. So why am I bringing this up? Well, maybe you're thinking of starting a language channel or a language blog or a language learning Instagram. You want to either share your adventure or share about what's helping you. You want to share something with the world and you think you have something to offer, but you're not taking that next step because you're thinking, what if the language learning community is oversaturated with information? Now that's very, very interesting because I was asked that question by somebody. They asked me if I thought that the language learning community was saturated or oversaturated. And I had to think about it, and to this very second, I still flip-flop back and forth because I do think everybody has something to offer. But at the same time, every day that I go on, compared to when I was back in high school, like I said in my video last week, I only knew 3 people back then that were making videos, something like that. And now, and I used to be able to follow them all the time, be constantly up to date. Now, I go on Twitter and I see new accounts popping up every single day of people that I'm not familiar with. I've never heard of them. And they have these professional looking websites or professionally designed YouTube channel with no videos on it just yet. And I think, wow, so many people are out there. And then sometimes it leads me to think, well, maybe it is starting to get oversaturated. How many language topics could we possibly talk about? But thinking back to this pizzeria analogy, people like pizza. And although we may have our favorite pizza place, I'm gonna get pizza anywhere, to be honest. Because you may have your favorite place, but everybody has a different style, which is why all these places are still in business. Same with a creamery. Think of creameries in your area. For me, there are some family-owned ones that I like, as well as Dairy Queen, which is a big chain. And yet, I will go anywhere for ice cream because I love ice cream. And I think that the same thing could be applied to language learning. You may be thinking that you don't have anything to offer. And yes, I said perhaps the language community may be oversaturated. In reality, it's just harder to find resources that you like because there's so many to choose from out there, so many YouTubers to choose from, so many podcasts to choose from. But it's nice to have that choice, but also if you're afraid to step out because you feel like you're going to get lost in the sea of voices, just learn from these pizzerias and creameries that people who like languages will stumble upon your channel, and you may end up being somebody's favorite channel, just like everybody has a different taste for pizza or ice cream. They like someone's specific recipe, so they're going to go to that restaurant. They will go to your channel to get served whatever nourishment you have to give them through your videos. I know it's a little bit cheesy, but it came to my mind the other day. I was really thinking about it and I thought I have to share because there are people out there who want to create channels, they talk about it, but they may be afraid to move forward. So I wanted to encourage you today that what you have to say should be shared with the world. They're missing out if not. I've seen comments on my videos that I thought, wow, they're super insightful, and I would love for you to share them with the world, not just with me. So I really wanted to share that with you guys today. And the truth is, if a business does go out of business in my area, one of those pizzerias or creameries, typically that is when it changes ownership, whether it is the cook or ownership of the restaurant. And they will use, say somebody buys the restaurant, they will use the exact same recipe and try to follow it, but it's just not the same. So if you're afraid that you're saying the same things as somebody else, or if you're afraid that someone's going to copy exactly what you do, just know that even if they do the same exact thing, it's not going to come out the exact same way. Just like if somebody else tries to make that pizza or tries to make that ice cream with that formula, that recipe, it's just not the same. You're giving these people your own individual story, your individual language journey, your individual experience, your unique personality and perspective. So don't be afraid. That's all I have for today, guys. I'll see you guys next time, and don't forget to subscribe for more language learning encouragement. All right, see you guys next time. Bye!